Hi, this is a recording of an overview of my SalesTrack environment and what you might want to show in a demonstration. I'll start out over here in my sales overview, talk about the fact that there's another standard dashboard for your producers called Sales Performance, point out the fact of the goals, being able to set goals by revenue and or premium, also being able to look out future sales and doing a quick win-loss for myself as a producer. I'll then show that exact same dashboard from a team perspective, so a sales manager can see how their individual producers are doing. Same estimated future sales for producers, and then win-loss. You can open up this chart in a little larger screen, and from this drop-down, say I want to view this by owner, and this now breaks down a quick win-loss report by producer. Then I'll talk about how we have the ability to create your own dashboards, and so I'll come down and first show this leads and opportunities dashboard, which takes all of the leads and opportunities and breaks them down further. So all opportunities, there's a little drop down right here. We're looking at all leads that came in from referrals. If you want to show also bank leads, these are leads that came in from the bank, or leads that came in from a brokerage. So you got a great way to drill into the details of your different types of leads. Then of course we've got lead rating down here by hot, warm, cold. I can click on hot and say which producers are working on these. And all I need to do is just scroll down to the field called owner. Click the pie chart, and now I can view the same information by producer. And of course always remember, wherever you're at in your drill through, you now can break it down by the individual customers. Then when it comes to opportunities, same thing. Referral opportunities, all those qualified leads that turned into opportunities. I now want to look at the ones that are for referrals. I might want to look at opportunities by type. And now I can break down the opportunities by personal lines, life, commercial lines, just by resort that information. And then as we look at the pipeline below, this includes not only open leads, opportunities that are in develop and proposed, but also everything that's been closed for the current fiscal year. If I want to drill into the closed leads into a pipeline funnel format, and then I scroll all the way down here to transaction or type of business, and now I can break that pie chart down by those closed leads by personal lines, commercial lines, and benefits. Another dashboard I like to show is I come down here to Sales Management Team Overview. And once again, now from a sales manager's perspective, looking at information across all producers, looking at all the different activities that are going on with producers, breaking it down by the meetings and the phone calls and the emails that are going out. And then if you click right here, we're on meetings. We've got 29 meetings going on. Might want to take that information, break it down by producer, maybe drop it into a pie chart. Now I can see the meetings that are going on, and then also open it up on a larger screen, and you can see what those meetings are in regards to. So great way for a sales manager to see what kind of activities are going on with producers. This also has that win-loss ratio chart by producer here. Okay, and then everybody always likes to see under my favorite KPIs, revenue by carrier placement. This is a popular one to be able to see not only revenue, you can run this by premium too, premium by carrier placement, but who are you writing your business with? And it's broken down by carrier. And of course, open it up on a larger screen if you want to see the details of what business you're actually writing for Allied as an example. Which customers, what revenue value. All right, and then of course I go through the lead to close process. You know that quite well. After I finish a lead to close process and I've closed the lead, I'll open up this chart down here and show them just how quickly these dashboards get updated in real time. Because I'll click the final month that we're in, which is October, and of course the lead that you just get finished closing shows up here. All right, then if you want to show the detail of a great account with lots of information, AMS 360 information, choose Grady. Just type in Grady. The account is Grady Hospital. This shows the type of business. We write personal lines and commercial lines with this customer so far. The center screen is going to show you all kinds of different emails, transactions that are going back and forth, and this also shows that these are Outlook emails, so that's where the Outlook integration comes into play. Our contact information, here's some open opportunities. I'm working some cross-sell with this customer on benefits and life. Scroll down a little bit. These are all the policies that were created since SalesTrack was turned on. But then come down here to the AMS 360 details. And I'll usually go to the Policies tab. Say these are all the policies that we have with this customer since the inception of time with this customer. And then it always defaults to just like about a week before. So you need to come in here, click the month. And this way you can go back to 2016 January. This is just so you can get enough data. Hit apply. And now you can see all active, canceled, rewritten policies. Customers love that. And then also I'll take one of these policies, hit the paperclip, and of course show the detail view of what the producer can see. Another one of these tabs I might show is going over to Documents. Once again, you got to change the date, so click on Month, go back a year, hit January, go back to January 1st, and now you have a list of all the different documents. And then, of course, I'll open one of these documents just to show how the producer can view the information right within SalesTrack. All right, let's take a look at reports. So underneath sales, we're going to go down to reports. If you need to show all reports, that's right there, the choice. Otherwise, it defaults to My Reports. And as I show reports, I'll usually start with revenue by lead source because we've been talking about the different types of leads like referrals and things like that. So now you can track it all the way through to the revenue that comes in. So I'm looking at the last 1 year of everything that's been won or closed as a win. And then I'll show how this report is going to start out with a quick chart to show us the revenue percentage by lead source. So 47% of revenue over the last year has come in from referrals, 7% has come in from cold calls, and 11% from the agency website. This is the type of report where you have to hover over whatever section of the chart you want to see the details. So if I click right here to agency website, it's then going to bring up the detail information about which accounts, what type of business, the details of revenue coming in from the agency website. So by commercial lines, personal lines, who the accounts were, the revenue, the premium, who the carrier was that the business was issued with. Hit this back button right here if you want to go back and look at the chart again and drill into another section. So that's one type of reporting that we have, is where you have just a chart and you drill into the details. Another popular report is to come down here to win-close ratio by producer. This is going to look at the last 2 years of data, but you can pick just 1 year just by overriding that field. This is also right now set to only run for myself. I'll usually hit the delete option so that it runs for all producers. So I can get an overall agency win-loss ratio. This will bring up a chart first, and then it'll have pages of detail. Okay, so overall, 73% of the time across all producers we win the business, 26% of the time we lose. And then because this is a one of 8 pages, all you do is come up here and you just hit next page. And now the report's going to start to break down first the status of losses first, by producer, the reason they lost the business, what type of business, line of business, who the customer was, the revenue. And then it starts to go into the wins by producer once again. Same information, but now for all the wins and the percentages and the revenue value, premium value. That's a great report. A lot of customers like that one. Another one is as a producer. Producers say, can I get a renewal list? Yep. So here's all the policies with an expiration date over the next X months. You can choose over the next year, over the next, so many days. So if I want to run it 120 days out, for example. Not sure why that didn't work, but let's go ahead and just run it for the next 6 months. Okay. And this now allows a producer to see a renewal list right from within SalesTrack because it's looking at policy data that's in AMS 360. All right, so I've got some expirations that go back to April. I should be focusing on. And actually, I would say rerun that report and say next, not last. My renewal list needs to be over the next. So I want everything over the next. I did say next, okay. It should be bringing up future renewals. Here we go over the next 3 months. Okay, so things that are going to expire in October, then November, what I need to focus on. All right, and then if you have enough time and want to run some of these other reports, another good one is open opportunities by producer or open opportunities by pipeline stage. This is a good one for a manager versus the open opportunities by producer or open opportunities in a monthly bar chart is a good producer report. Okay, so we're going to look at everything since the beginning of 2017 that's open across all producers. So once again, as a manager, if I wanted to just get a quick report of all opportunities by producer, I can always look at a sales funnel, but this is just another way to view that information. Okay, so I can see this different type of chart, but I can see that we've got 52,000 in the pipeline that's in the proposal stage and then develop stage. And then of course, this is another one of those charts where you hover over and click. Let's go to develop, click. And now we'll get the details of all of the opportunities that are still sitting in that submission step or develop step. And this is also broken down by producer. So what's Bob working on? What is Sherry working on? What's the potential to close for our estimated revenue and estimated premium? That's a good one. And then another one, like I say, opportunities by month. That's a good one. Almost any of these reports, all of them have data, good data. So feel free to run any of these reports, feel comfortable. And I believe that's it. That's the end of the recording.